Medical conditions can often affect our ability to hear. Osteoporosis, for instance, can dramatically increase the risk of hearing loss, even sudden hearing loss. Taylor Parker from Concept Biohearing is back to talk about this topic that's very interesting to women, because we know this disease affects bone density. So is that what's happening in those inner ear bones, those tiny bones?
Yeah, so when you think about health conditions and our body is connected, and everything, everything works in concert. So if we have different health conditions, it's not like our ears are just over here on the side and we can ignore that, even though everything else in our body's doing something based upon whatever that health condition is. And osteoporosis is no different, low bone density. And the three smallest bones we actually have in our body are in our middle ear. So part of the chain that works with hearing is our outer ear collects the sound and then hits our eardrum. Our eardrum then carries it right behind three little bones, the hammer, the anvil, and the stirrup. And those three little bones are critical in that chain, getting the signal from the eardrum, then to the cochlea, where the cochlea then sends that signal to the brain. And when you have low bone density, that the bones can get brittle, they can break, make that chain harder, really kind of work harder to get the signal from the eardrum then to the cochlea. And understanding that individuals who have have been diagnosed with low bone density are 40% higher with with an untreated hearing, or likely to have an untreated hearing loss, than individuals who just don't have low bone density or haven't been pre-diagnosed with osteoporosis. So understanding that health conditions, especially this one, can really affect, and they really don't know why women are more affected than men. It's not that men can't be affected.
Could be diet.
It's just one of those things where women, they've just found that it's more prevalent in women. So if you're a woman that's been pre-diagnosed, either your doctor said, hey, you're pre-osteoporosis, or you actually have osteoporosis and you're taking some medications, or you're on some plan to help with that. Getting your hearing checked is one of those important things, because we know now that you're 40% higher risk than individuals who don't. And
those medications don't help. They're not going to prevent hearing loss.
Oh, correct. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Now it may it may help with those three little bones, but it doesn't really mean that you're not going to develop a hearing loss with that as well. And
as far as testing guidelines, over 50, especially with osteoporosis, you better get an annual check.
Yeah, I would recommend even probably 45. We're finding all these studies now with everything that we're finding, is that the studies are looking at younger and younger, and a lot of them are looking at 45, even in some cases they're looking at 40. But it's one of those things where if you've been pre-diagnosed or diagnosed, whenever that is, you should get your hearing checked. It's a free hearing screening, so it's not going to hurt.
No matter what's going on, a free hearing screening is smart. Get a baseline level. And we've got 2 locations in the Quad Cities, here in Davenport and in Clinton. It's Concept Biohearing. Thanks for coming in again.
Thanks for having me.
I'm Debbie McFadden for Midday Medical.